upper of the Alpha 2 Elite AS is made of a thin and firm synthetic leather material. Compared to the Alpha 1, it felt almost the same but slightly thinner and more flexible. The shoe's shape fit my feet well, providing a comfortable fit, which I personally found satisfying. However, the toe box felt wider than that of the Alpha 1, which could be a matter of personal preference. The midfoot area was not particularly wide, but it wasn't narrow enough to cause discomfort either. The Alpha 2 Elite AS features a separated tongue design, which is nearly identical to the Alpha 1. However, the cushioning in the tongue has been removed, making it thinner. This thin tongue allowed for better ball feel, which was an advantage. However, this also felt like a disadvantage because the material is non-elastic and rigid, causing some pressure and discomfort on the top of the foot. This issue was present in the Alpha 1 as well, and it was disappointing to see that it was not improved. Additionally, the shoe's interior is fully lined with Zero Glide Alpha mesh, which was noticeable when wearing the shoes. This material prevented the feet from slipping inside the shoe. However, since the toe box is wider, the Alpha 1 still provided a better locked-in feel. This model includes an external heel cup, and the inner heel area has some cushioning, thanks to the Zero Glide Alpha mesh applied to the heel. The heel lockdown was great, and there was no noticeable heel slippage. The insole features Zero Glide Alpha mesh on the surface. Compared to other standard insoles, it didn't offer particularly superior cushioning, but it provided one of the best non-slip functions among stock insoles found in recently released turf shoes. Unlike its predecessor, the Alpha 2 Elite AS is equipped with a U4IC midsole. While it didn't offer exceptional cushioning, it felt improved compared to the previous model and provided a firm yet comfortable feel. Mizuno claims to have improved the outsole for better traction and durability. After testing it thoroughly, the most noticeable difference was the flexibility of the outsole, which has become significantly more flexible than before. The stud design and placement have also changed. However, the stud length still felt short. Just like in the previous model, we tested the Alpha 2 Elite AS on various artificial turf fields. One issue I had with the Alpha 1 Elite AS was the lack of traction. While the Alpha 2 showed a slight improvement, the overall traction felt nearly the same. There weren't major slipping issues, but occasional slips still occurred. However, on wet fields after rain, the Alpha 2 felt more stable than the Alpha 1. When striking the ball, the thin upper allowed for a precise ball feel. For shooting, there was no significant energy loss, but I didn't feel that the power of my shots increased either. Since the outsole is now more flexible, this shoe is not particularly optimized for powerful kicks. When attempting curved shots, the grip of the upper was clearly noticeable. Among the recent turf shoes I've worn, this model ranks among the best in terms of grip. This is one of the biggest strengths of the Alpha 2 Elite AS. When passing, the touch felt more like a rebound rather than absorbing impact, due to the thin upper. Compared to the Alpha 1, the touch sensation was almost identical. For dribbling, the grippy upper helped with ball control. When making quick dribbles, precise touches are crucial, and I personally found this aspect satisfactory. Since the shoe is also lightweight, it was comfortable to control the ball, and I felt that it was more than suitable for actual gameplay. For reference, the reviewer has a foot length of 10.55 inches and a width of 3.94 inches. The reviewer typically wears Nike US 9.5 and Adidas and Puma US 9 size and tested this shoe in US 9 size. The toe area had some extra space, and the toe box felt roomy, while the midfoot width felt average. US 9 size was personally the most satisfying, and it is recommended to stick to the same size as the Alpha 1. This review was conducted by All That Boots reviewers who personally wore and tested the Alpha 2 Elite AS. We hope this review helps you make a successful purchase when choosing your turf shoes.